Critical Condition starring Richard Pryor. And while an extremely thin and uncomfortably unhealthy-looking Pryor looks to be in serious condition himself, it's Critical Condition, the film, but ultimately the audience who suffers. Richard's a ne'er-do-well entrepreneur whose last shot was offshore shopping malls. To finance his latest venture, he borrows money from the mob. He gets caught in a police setup, runs afoul of the law and of the gang, and ends up behind bars. When he's trying to fake insanity, he winds up in a hospital. And when the power fails and chaos strikes, he is mistaken for the doctor in charge. And now, he's really got problems.
Here's what we have to start is we have a roof worker that fell down in the storm. We have some connect ladies in the trauma room. We have a guy that's been struck by lightning. We have a possible leg, but not sure. No husband, 6 kids, all here now. We have a broken leg in the cast room. And when you're done with that, we need to get a doctor to deal with the detox ward because the medicine men are screaming for their medicine.
I can't count.
But thank you very much. What seems to be the trouble?
Oh, well, it hurts all over.
Talk to me. Oh, man.
That's an empty promise, at least for the film. Bob Dixon plays a real surgeon who's upset by the crisis and by Pryor's peculiar brand of medicine.
No, you're encouraging it.
What kind of gypsy doctor are you?
Wait a minute, is that a formal accusation or is that libelous hearsay?
No.
Because I'm an emergency room doctor. I'm a lawyer on call 24 hours a day for a take care of liquids like you.
I'll be on your ass like white on rice. I want you to suggest that any... No, I promise.
All right, I accept your apology. This time.
I'm sorry.
Now, once you get with Jumpy with Tommy Pinto, move your ass.
Well, Richard answers a lot of his critics by not going to the bathroom in this film. He's cleaned up his act somewhat for Critical Condition, but he picked the wrong film to do it. I laughed at the very beginning when he runs into a blind man in a porno shop. That says something about at least one of us. But the other members of my paying audience, late at night now, on Hollywood Boulevard, seemed more surprised to see how bad Richard was looking than to talk about the film. Critical Condition tried to mix humor with chaos and life-or-death drama with romance. It was just too much, and it was not enough. And it certainly wasn't funny enough. The two writers also appear in the film briefly as janitors, and it may be a good career move.
My paying audience consisted of 3 junkies on Times Square, all 3 of whom were sound asleep. That should say something about Richard Pryor's career and where it's going. This movie is so sleazy, and I don't find hospitals funny in the first place. I don't find doctors and sickness funny. And Richard Pryor, where is he going with his life and with his career?
I'm one of the two of us who really liked Pryor in the past and give him chances. He just didn't deliver it all in this one, and it was perhaps a bad premise from the very start.
This movie is not in critical condition. It's dead on arrival. Next, Bette Midler and Shelley Long are rivals on a rowdy cross-country journey to find the man who 2 times them both.
But what we need right now is to find a man.
Okay. Not gonna be that great. I'm a little bound.
What?
Without lyrics, singers are just comedies. Without a good script, actors are just clowns making dumb faces. And so it is with outrageous fortunes and Abbott and Costello farce with girls. The girls are well-bred, ladylike Shelley Long and vulgar, wisecracking Bette Midler and her flamboyant Fanny. They first meet in an acting class run by a demented Russian disciple of Stanislavski, and it's hate at first sight. Later, they meet again at the city morgue, where they discover to their horror they've both been sleeping with the same guy. Now he's been blown up by terrorists, and all that's left is his bottom half. Now, these gals don't know an IRA from an IUD, but they know what's under that sheet is not the lower half of any guy who's not embarrassed to walk around at the gym with his pants down. So, they team up on a cross-country search with a 2-timer, and they play amateur sleuths, and they try to find out where he is, who he is, and what he is. And they're pursued by cops and gang pursuit. And they're up to their garter belts in trouble.
Hey! Taxi! If Michael is anywhere, I assure you, he is at my place. Taxi! Taxi! Oh, you believe that? I believe that he loves me. That he barely knew you and you're fantasizing a relationship that is probably an isolated drunken encounter. Isolated? Isolated? Hey, this girl does not have one night stand. Every guy I have ever slept with, and we are way way into double digits here has come back for more. Every single one. You want to get me, right? Okay, give it a try. Give it a try. Let's go. Let's go. Pardon me, honey. Pardon me.
Posing as cops, they bust a cocaine ring and head for the airport with stolen drug money. Lying, cheating, and using every trick they learned in acting class, they're determined to make that plane.
My name is Anna. This is my sister, Elona. My half-sister. She does not speak English. My father, we have not seen him since we lost babies. He sent us here in suitcase on slave. We escaped, you see?
No, I'm afraid I don't.
No, we get letter. He escaped. He is here. But we do not know where. We do not know which plane. Could be any plane, please. You tell us which plane.
Absolutely not. I'm sorry.
She told me we're here. She told me we're here.
That was the single biggest crock I've ever had the privilege to hear in my 19 years at this airline. I think that deserves something.
And I think these girls deserve something, too, better than this. From here, the movie just goes haywire. What begins with promise collapses with desperation as the two stars just sink in one of the most preposterous plots ever invented. By the time Shelley Long finally does a ballet leap across the top of a mountain even Superman couldn't scale, there's not a plausible minute left in sight in this movie. And without the element of truth, even a stupid farce needs to sustain interest. The two stars just come off like feisty thoroughbreds shackled to a milk wagon. Arthur Hiller has directed this mess on a hysterical pitch with everybody screaming and twitching all over the place, but the farce is just too thin to support all that energy. With no script and no coherence, we're left with two really game gals with a lot to give, giving it all they got. But in outrageous fortune, all they got is just not enough.
Oh, come on, it was enough for me. I didn't think Bette Midler could pull it off again and be this funny with that flamboyant Fanny, as you say. And Shelley Long, essentially she's just doing her Diane character from Cheers. But it worked for me. Yes, preposterous. Didn't you laugh? Didn't you find them enjoyable?
I think what this movie needs is some really wicked one-liners that you go away quoting. And I don't care who you are, you're only as good as your material. And even in the most demented farce, you have to care about the characters by believing a little bit in what they're doing. In this movie, they seem to be making it up as they go along. I like both of the gals very much.
I was so much behind them. And George Clooney ought to be a replacement for Gabby Hayes, a Sea Western.
And Bette Midler to me was a little bit like a cross between Ruth Gordon and Daisy Duck. But I wanted better material.
Okay, maybe next time. Coming up next, maybe next time.
Not on this one.
Oh, we'll see. Now let's recap the movies on this show. Though Critical Condition was the wrong vehicle for Richard Pryor, I'm still a fan through best and through worst. 1.5 stars from me. Rex says he was left in a critical condition after seeing the film. 0 stars from him. I love the comic pairing of Bette Midler and Shelley Long, and I laughed enough to give Outrageous Fortune 3 stars. Rex said the script needed some work.